going on, everybody? This is Metal Smack 2004, and this is my view on No Way Out. Alright, you'll have to excuse me, I haven't been watching too much recently. You got a bunch of shit going on, but see the first match of the night. Ric Flair versus Mr. Kennedy, career-threatening match. Alright, I'm having a lot of fun watching this Ric Flair saga, about his, if he loses, he retires. It's become really exciting. He's come up against some really good people. The last one was total crap, MVP. I'm sorry, I hate the little Power Ranger on crack. But, it's turned into quite a good little storyline. I hope they can keep it going. I hope Ric Flair wins. I have a lot of respect for Mr. Kennedy. He's had a lot of really good matches, but I really hope Ric Flair comes out. Alright, the next one. ECW champion Chavo Guerrero versus CM Punk. Okay, the whole way that Chavo Guerrero won the championship was total bullshit. I'm sorry, this whole thing with Edge and Vicky Guerrero, it disgusts me. There's no valid storyline there, and Edge coming in and interfering with CM Punk, it's just bullshit. I hope CM Punk gets his title back, so Chavo Guerrero can suck my balls. Yeah, it's just Chavo Guerrero really has nothing extreme about him, whereas CM Punk, he defends his title. He's been in some of the most hellacious matches I've seen in a while, and he's very athletic, very good. He's a very good champion. Alright, the next one that I'm seeing, the SmackDown Elimination Chamber. This should be a very interesting match. Now, as you guys saw last night on SmackDown, they were pitting people against one another that were in this Elimination Chamber match. The only ones I saw were Finlay and Khali and Big Daddy V and Undertaker. Those were the only ones I got to see. I started watching it late. I got home pretty late last night. Let's see. Undertaker, first off, he beat Big Daddy V last night and then put Matt Striker in this hold that he has. I have no clue what it's called. I don't even know if they've announced it yet or not. But they've put it into this hold that he has where he chokes him out with his legs. It's his own version of a triangle choke for UFC fans. He beat Big Daddy V at the end of the match and then put Matt Striker in this hold and made Striker start bleeding again. Then later on that night, Hornswoggle and Finlay came out and they were fighting Khali. Finlay was fighting Khali, and Khali was physically dominating Finlay, and the referee was distracted for a little bit, and Hornswoggle came out and tried to hit Khali, and Daivari, or not Daivari, Daivari's his old manager. I don't remember who his manager's name is now, but Khali's manager started messing with Hornswoggle, and Hornswoggle kicked his manager in the face, and then Khali picked him up and threw him. And the referee was turned around busy, taking care of Hornswoggle. When Khali turned around, he met two really hard blows with a shillelagh from Finlay. I'm loving it. Finlay, they're making Finlay a face. In my opinion, he's good either way, but I love watching him when the fans are behind him, and I think he performs his best when he's a face. And he pinned Khali for the win. Now, as far as the Elimination Chamber goes, there are two people that I want to win. Of course, Undertaker. I would love to see him headline WrestleMania. Again, and win 2 straight championships at WrestleMania, and I wouldn't mind seeing Finlay win. I don't think Finlay's going to win simply because he's involved in the storyline right now with Mr. McMahon and Hornswoggle, and if he does win, then I have a feeling Mr. McMahon's going to come out and screw it up for him. So That's what I think. I don't think Khali should be a champion just because, for a while they were trying to make Khali be this, undefeatable giant, and now everybody seems to be beating him. He's not that good of a champion. He's not that athletic. I just don't like him. MVP, as I said before, is a Power Ranger on crack. He already has 1 title. I don't think they're going to push him for 2. Big Daddy V, he's a new character developing. I mean, obviously he was Viscera before, but this persona of Big Daddy V is still developing. He's still just getting into the character. I think the character's too young. And Batista, he's been champion for way too long in the past couple of years. They need to give somebody else the chance to step up. All right. The next Elimination Chamber, the Raw Elimination Chamber. Let's see, we have Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, JBL, and Umaga. Now, I'm just going to go down the list. I didn't get a chance to watch Raw. I don't know if they did the same thing that SmackDown did, but this is my opinion on everybody. Triple H. He's a great champion. I think it's time for somebody else to step up. Jeff Hardy. This most recent match with Randy Orton, it pissed me off. It was a great match, but they put so much hype around Jeff Hardy, and normally when they put that much hype into something, the person that they're hyping up wins. I didn't really like the finish. I think he deserves to be champion. It would just, be the greatest thing for his solo career that he's developing. Because, I mean, of course, the Hardy Boys is one of the best tag teams of all time. And, Matt Hardy's not really been doing much on his own, but Jeff Hardy has just taken off. He's one of the best things to happen to Raw in a long time. Let's see, Shawn Michaels, I would love for him to win. He's one of my all-time favorites. I love watching his matches, the rivalries that he's been a part of. The old Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the rivalry that started that, which of course ended with Kane coming out in the Hell in a Cell match. Then that came about again at WrestleMania, or not WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble for the past 2 years. Came down to 2 years ago or last year rather. It was Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. They were the final 2. Of course, we all know how that ended. Undertaker won by throwing Shawn Michaels out when he went for Sweet Chin Music. Then this year they started it. It was very, very fun to watch them wrestle. But getting back to the point, I would love to see him be champion again. He deserves it. He's an amazing athlete. He deserves it. Chris Jericho. I love watching him wrestle. I think it's too soon for him to be champion, though. He's a great wrestler. I have a lot of fun watching his matches. Of course, the match with JBL at the Royal Rumble, incredible match. I loved watching him get payback on JBL for screwing up his match with Randy Orton. But I do think it's just I hate how they're hyping him up so much. JBL and Umaga, neither one of them really deserve the title. That's just my opinion. Now, the other 2 matches, Rey Mysterio versus Edge. I really want Rey Mysterio to win again. He's an awesome wrestler, and by far the best cruiserweight of all time, at least in my opinion, and he deserves to be champion again. And then, of course, John Cena versus Randy Orton. It's going to be an awesome match. I can't wait for John Cena to seek his revenge on Orton. It was great seeing him come out at the Royal Rumble. I don't necessarily think he's going to win again. I think it's too soon for him to be champion again. They need to give somebody else a chance. This has been Metallo Smack 2004. Have fun watching No Way Out. Peace. See you later.